What is that? No camera. There we go. Cade, you don't need to come in here. Oh, what am I doing with my life? I am doing this. Okay. Okay, make sure. All right. I can do this. It's fine. It's whatever. You. That's fine. Oh man, I forgot to do that. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Hi, I'm so sorry for being late again. Having my son home really messes with my schedule. So I apologize. I was planning on sending him home, or sending him to school. But I asked him, I was like, do you feel well enough to go to school? And he was like, I know, I already knew the answer because he's all snotted and like has to keep blowing his nose and has a congestion, like that he coughs up. And whatchamacallit, he was like, sat there and he first gave like silly answers. I was like, seriously, do you feel well enough to go to school? And then he was like, well, I don't want to get any of my friends sick. And I was like, yep, that's it. So he's at school today, or he's at home today. Hopefully he will be well enough tomorrow to go. It's because he's all mucusy still and he has to keep blowing his nose and has to keep blowing his nose and all that jazz. So he's home. Enough about that. That's why I was a minute late. The thing I scheduled, I was late. That's the problem with I'm like, should just schedule it later, but I have every intention of being here on time. How are you doing? How has your day, night, evening, morning been? Has it been good? I hope so. I am drinking, this is warm water with honey. That's it. No lemon, because that sometimes the acid can mess with stuff. No herbal teas, same thing, because, you know, it can have dry out anymore. So don't choke on a cough drop. Warm water. Oh, with honey. Have you eaten? Was it yummy? I hope so. Today, thankfully, is not too busy of a day for me. Yesterday, I had a meltdown. Not gonna lie. A very busy day for me, mixed with having my son home. Made it stressful. And I was like, I need a vacation. Here we are. Anyway, enough about me. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. See, I just started talking here, and then I wanted to, if I may, if you would like a hug from me, I'm going to give everybody a hug. I want to say, hello, beautiful humans. Hi. This is my hug to you if you'd like a hug. Hi. 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 Hi, 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 hi. Hugs. Hugs all around to every single person. Even if I haven't met you yet or seen you. So, hugs. Today's backdrop or screensaver, because it's locked right now. Let me show you. Hi. Boop. I don't know what that is. Could look it up. It's a planet. Boop. All right. So I was praying. I'm like, what do I want to do? I really just wanted to shower you guys with love. That's what I feel like doing. It also helps me to feel calm and peaceful. And then I do have to admit that the books I brought today, I picked myself because I wanted to share love. So I looked at the titles. I was like, that looks like it'll be about love or be positive. You know what I mean? Not that they've been not positive. I just mean like I looked for like sharing love or like sharing kindness or sharing like that kind of thing. And I forgot to take a screensaver of the songs I heard. Oh, my hair. I did want to say this. So this shampoo, conditioner, okay, shampoo, conditioner, hair oil, okay, all three, the same line from the same brand. So when I get out of the shower, I do the hair oil, put it in my hands, rub it, comb it through my hair. Then I put a little bit more oil, do the praying hands on my hair. I have my head upside down. And then I put, from the same brand but a different line, their hair balm. And I put just a little bit, rub it around, praying hands again. And then I spritz with hairspray. That's what I do. And then on my non-wash days, I use a different different brand because I use a co-wash. Okay. Then I get out, the same hair oil, same method, comb, praying hands, and just hairspray. That's what I do with my hair. And I let it air dry because I have curly hair and it's better not to have any heat damage on it. And listen, I've got a lot. I ain't got time like that to sit there and use a diffuser. I'm not doing it. I've tried. It takes too long. Plus, like I've heard you're only supposed to like blow dry curly hair like 80% of the way. I don't know. Point being is too much time. I ain't got that time. I don't have that time. I do not have that time. I heard a song today. You know what? Thank you, God. I remember two songs that I heard. That I will sing. Is that what it's called? Oh, no, that's what it's called. I forgot for a second. I love you. Thank you for your time and attention. If you hear, I'm sorry, I don't know why this undergarment makes that noise. If you guys hear it, I'm going to get rid of it. I think I'm throwing it away. It's bothered me for a very long time. I don't know why. I shouldn't have worn it. Getting rid of it. Tired of it. Okay, moving on. Sorry. Okay. Big Enough by Elle Linebear. Maybe this way. Okay. Okay, make it the melody. And you also might hear my son. This vent, which is why I sometimes close it, but I was a little warm, so I left it open, is above the family room at the third floor. And you can hear him. Anyway. Okay. Father, 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 his arms are big enough to hold you when you're under, to lift you high above. Father, 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 here's your every word, with you when you're feeling the weight of the world. He loves us, he does. He loves us, he does. Whatever may come, his love is big enough. He Father, 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 He delights in you, designed you with a purpose. There's nothing left to prove. Oh, He loves us, He does. He loves us, He does. Whatever may come, His love is big enough. He loves us, He does. He loves us, He does. Whatever may come, His love is big enough. And that's how it closes. There's a portion that she says, there's no one like our Father. He knows me by name. He loves me like no other. He's kind in all ways. But I don't remember how that goes. Okay, more warm water. And then I heard, so I haven't heard this song in forever. Then I heard another song that I hadn't heard in forever. I think this is called, hold on. Yeah, Gardens by by Ivan Teva. Teva? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Okay, I got the melody. 1 second. Comfort me gently, whispering, I've been looking for you. All of those things I was searching for, I found in you. Won't you take me to your garden? I wanna be with you. Let's dance under the moonlight, sing out a childish tune. Yeah. I want to drink from your fountains that never run dry. I want to sit at your table, only you satisfy. Yay. Won't you take me to your gardens? I want to be with you. Let's dance under the moonlight, sing out a childish tune. Won't you take me to your gardens? I want to laugh with you. Let's stay until the sunrise, watch as the flowers bloom. Oh, I want to drink from your fountains. I want to drink from the cup in your hands. I want to drink from your fountains. I want to drink from the cup in your hands. I want to drink from your fountains. I want to drink from the cup in your hands. I want to drink from your fountains. I want to drink from the cup in your hands. That just repeats a lot. And that's how it ends. I haven't heard that song in a really long time. What's the other songs that I heard? I don't know. I don't remember. Those were the two that caught my attention. I do remember another one. It's called Jealous by, I think it's Elisa Smith. It's just a cold that I have. It's passing. It's just fighting before it goes. I don't have a fever, and he's not had a fever, so. And nothing else is tested, so we're good. It's just yuck lingering in our systems every single school year. The start of it. Jalisa? Jealous by Elisa. Put those together, you get Jalisa. Jealous by Elisa Smith is also another one that I heard. All right, what's one more? Maybe I'll sing before I say goodbye. All right, moving on. Am I going to start with, I'll start with, okay, so this could be this could be the pause. Sorry, let me get my words together. I'm going to read from Untamed. So, if you would not like to hear any cussing, anything about sexuality or sexual things, if you would not like to hear about death or grieving or eating disorders or mental things, anxiety, stuff like that, depression, what else is there to cover? I don't know. Any of those kind of adult topics, if that's not for you, now is the time to say goodbye. All right, let me see here. This section is pretty lengthy, so I lied. It's stuck to another page. Anyways, moving on. All right, Untamed by Glennon Doyle. Ears. My daughters are different. I raised Tish while I was still trying to be a good parent, but then I got tired. By the time Amma exited the birth canal, I just handed her an iPad and wished the child Godspeed on her journey. One way to describe Amma is independent. Another is on her own. This parenting approach, retreat, has served her well. She wears what she wants and says what she wants, and mostly she does what she wants. She has created herself, and she is a glorious invention with which she is well pleased. Recently, we were sitting around the kitchen table, and Tish mentioned her need to train more if she ever hoped to be great at soccer. We asked Amma if she felt the same way. Amma took a bite of her pizza and said, "Nah, I'm already great." She is 12. Maybe 11, actually. I have 3 children, and their ages change every single year. All I know is they are in the... All I know is they are in the phase that comes after crawling, but before college. Somewhere in that sweet spot. Years ago, when I was in the thick of deciding whether I wanted to save or end my marriage, the girls began begging to get their ears pierced. I was grateful for the distraction, so I said yes. I took them to the mall, and when we arrived at the piercing kiosk, Amma ran ahead of me, leaped into the piercing chair, and announced the surprise 20-something piercer, "Let's do this." When I finally caught up, the piercer turned to me and said, "Are you her mother?" "I am trying to be," I said. "Okay, do you want me to pierce her ears one at a time or both at the same time?" Amma said, "Both. Do it. Let's go." Then she squinted her eyes, gritted her teeth, and flexed all her muscles like a tiny Hulk. As they pierced her, I saw a couple of tears that she wiped away immediately. I looked at Amma and thought, she is so awesome. She's also 6 years from a felony. She jumped down from the chair, buzzing with adrenaline. The women working at the kiosk laughed and said, "Wow, she is so brave." Tish stood next to me, taking all of it in. She motioned for me to lean down closer. She whispered, "Actually, Mom, I changed my mind. I don't want to get my ears pierced today." "Are you sure?" I asked. She looked over at Amma's earlobes, swollen grape tomatoes. Amma said, "Come on, Tish, you only live once." Tish said, "Why does everyone say that when they're about to do dangerous things? How about you only live once, so don't get dead already?" You only live once, so don't get dead early. Then she looked back at me and said, "I'm sure." The piercer turned to Tish and said, "Your turn, honey." I waited for Tish to speak. She said, "No, thank you. I'm not ready today." The piercer said, "Oh, come on. You can do it. Be brave. Look how brave your little sister was." Tish looked at me, and I squeezed her hand as we walked away. She felt a little ashamed, and I felt a little annoyed. Ooh, pause. Being brave and saying that you're not ready for something, that's being brave. To say, I don't want to do what they're all doing, that's brave. Moving on. But let's see what she says. I don't think brave means what we've been saying it means. We tell our children that brave means feeling afraid and doing it anyway. But is this a definition we want them to carry as they grow older? When she is 17, headed out in a car driven by her teenage buddy, saying she's going to the movies, but actually going to that kegger down the street, imagine calling to her, "Bye, baby, be brave tonight." What I mean by this is that if you're in a scary situation and you feel afraid to do what your friends are encouraging you to do, I want you to ignore that fear and do it anyway. Just plow right through that gut instinct of yours. No, that is not the understanding of brave I want my children to have. I do not want my children to become people who abandon themselves to please the crowd. Brave does not mean feeling afraid and doing it anyway. Brave means living from the inside out. Brave means, in every uncertain moment, turning inward, feeling for the knowing, and speaking it out loud. Since the knowing is specific, personal, and ever-changing, so is brave. Whether you are brave or not cannot be judged by people on the outside. Sometimes being brave requires letting the crowd think you're a coward. Sometimes being brave means letting everyone down but yourself. Alma's brave is often loud and go for it. Tish's brave is often quiet and wait for it. They are both brave girls because each is true to herself. They are not divided between what they feel and know on the inside and what they say and do on the outside. Their selves are integrated. They have integrity. Yes, Glennon! Tish showed tremendous bravery that day because keeping her integrity required her to resist the pressure of the crowd. She trusted her own voice more than she trusted the voices of her others. Brave is not asking the crowd what is brave. Brave is deciding for oneself. On the way home from the mall, I said, Tish, I know that lady made you feel unbrave today. People have different ideas about what's brave. You did the brave thing because the brave thing is doing what your knowing tells you to do. You don't ask others what's brave. You feel and know what's brave. What you know to do might be the opposite of what others are telling you to do. It takes special bravery to honor yourself when the crowd is pressuring you not to. It's easier just to give in. You didn't give in to the crowd today. You stood strong in what you felt and knew. To me, that's the greatest bravery. That's true confidence, which means loyal to self. That's what you move through the world with, Tish. Confidence. Regardless of what others are calling brave at the moment, you stay loyal to yourself. If you keep living with confidence, the rest of your life will unfold exactly as it is meant to. It won't always be comfortable. Some will recognize you're brave, others won't. Some will understand and like you, others won't. But the way others respond to your confidence is not your business. Ooh, I forgot to grab my highlighters. My highlighter, my pen. 1 second. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'll turn that back on here in a moment. Okay, what the H? I accidentally hit something. Okay, what I wanted to highlight. Okay, if you keep living with confidence, the rest of your life will unfold exactly as it meant to. It won't always be comfortable, so some will recognize you're brave, but others won't. Some will understand like you, others won't. But the way others respond to your confidence is not your business. Your business is to stay loyal to you. Yes. That way, you will always know that those who do like and love you are really your people. You'll never be forced to hide or act in order to keep people if you don't hide or act to get them. Yes, Glennon. To be brave is to forsake all others to be true to yourself. That is the vow of a confident girl. Let me highlight that too. That's a vow of confident of anybody. Okay, terms. I met Liz at the airport. We were speaking at the same event somewhere out west. I flew all night to get there and then found myself in a small terminal standing outside a circle made up of other speakers waiting to be picked up and delivered to the event. I hate how people stand in circles. I wish we'd all agree to stand around in horseshoes with room available for awkward outsiders to join. A woman walked over from baggage claim and stood next to me. I smiled and stayed quiet, which is my strategy for making it through. She smiled back, but her smile was different from mine. My smile says, hello, I am warm, polite, and unavailable. I smile like a period. I freaking love her so damn much. I love her. Okay, sorry. Okay. My smile says, hello, I am warm, polite, and unavailable. I smile like a period. Period. Liz smiles slowly and openly, like a question mark. Hi, I'm Liz. I know, I said. I adore your work. I'm Glennon. Oh my gosh, I know you. I adore your work too. Where are you from? I live in Naples, Florida. What's it like to live there? It's slow. It's a retirement city, I said. I'd say the average age in my neighborhood is 80. The cool thing is that most of my friends are turning 40 and worried about starting to look old. Not me. I feel fantastic like a spring chicken. I go to the gym, look around at all the grandparents and think, actually, I don't need to work out after all. I look amazing. It's all perspective, right? I tell my friends to skip the Botox and just move to Naples. Liz says, wonderful. How did you end up there? I got neurological Lyme disease a few years ago. My entire body shut down. I was in bed for 2 years and popping 50 pills a day. I went to stay in my friend's place in Naples and I felt so much better. I moved there temporarily and I was able to ditch the pills, so I just stayed. I've always known I wanted to live by the beach. I guess women have to almost die before we give ourselves permission to live how we want. Sorry. I guess women have to almost die before we give ourselves permission to live how we want. Also, I love the beach. Liz put her hand on my arm and said, wait, wow, that last thing you said about having to almost die, can you say that again? I said, I don't think so. I'm a little nervous. I have no idea what I just said. She smiled and said, I like you. I like you too. The next thing, along with everyone else at the convention, I went to see Liz speak. That's not what it says. The next night, along with everyone else at the convention, I went to see Liz speak. I got to the event early and claimed a seat in the front, but off to the side, close enough to see her and clearly, but not close enough for her to see me clearly. She was standing behind the podium wearing a black shirt with a high white collar, and she reminded me of a priest at a pulpit. When she started speaking, I found myself holding my breath. She spoke with gentleness and authority. A man in the front row kept talking to the woman beside him, and Liz paused mid-sentence, turned to him, and asked him to stop talking. He did. Something about the way she spoke, the way she carried herself, made my heart beat quicker than usual. She seemed certain, steady, free, relaxed. She was not complying, and she was not rebelling. She was creating something new. She was original. I wanted to ask, can you say all of that again? The next night, all the speakers attended a fancy banquet in a ski lodge at the top of a mountain. Snow was flurrying outside the floor-to-ceiling windows, and people were flurrying inside, trying to figure out where to stand and who was important enough to talk to. I saw Liz in a corner across the room, surrounded. My general policy is to honor people I admire by leaving them alone. I didn't that night. What's funny is that you guys know me. You know me. You pretty much know me. So I'm not Glennon, but Glennon, that's like, when I say me and my best friend are very similar, but not, it's like, so there's certain things about her that I'm not, I'm very orderly and all that jazz. But there's things about her that were very similar. It's cool to read. Fast forward all these years. Where's I at? Oh yeah, honoring people that you love by not bothering them. My general policy is to honor people I admire by leaving them alone. I didn't that night. I walked over to her, and when she saw me, she smiled like another beginning. I drew closer, joined the huddle. The entire circle was pressing Liz with questions and requests for advice like she was a vending machine. I wanted to step on their toes. After a while, the host of the event walked over and said to Liz, it's time to take our seats for dinner. May I lead you to your table? Liz pointed to me and asked, can I sit with my friend? The woman looked nervous and apologetic. I'm sorry, we've promised the donors that you'd sit with them. Okay, she said. She looked forlorn. She squeezed my arm and said, I'll miss you. During the dinner, I thought about how much I liked Liz and how sad it was that we wouldn't actually be able to be friends. Attempting to be her friend would be like intentionally writing a bad check. I am not a good friend. I have never been capable or willing to commit to the maintenance that the rules of friendship dictate. I cannot remember birthdays. I do not want to meet for coffee. I will not host the baby shower. I won't text back because it's an eternal game of ping pong, the texting. It never ends. I inevitably disappoint friends. So after enough of that, I decided I would stop trying. I don't want to live in constant debt. This is okay with me. I have a sister and children and a dog. One cannot have it all. A few weeks after the event, Liz sent me an email saying she thought we should try friendship. She sent along this poem. I honor your gods. I drink at your well. I bring an undefined heart to our meeting place. I have not cherished outcomes. I will not negotiate by withholding. I am not subject to disappointment. She offered a new friendship memo, that for us, there be no arbitrary rules, obligations, or expectations. We would not owe each other anything other than admiration, respect, love, And that was all done already. We became friends. A while later, I invited Liz to come stay with me. It was shortly after I'd met Abby, and I was walking through my days stunned. I was deeply in love for the first time in my life, and I had told no one except my sister about any of it. Liz and I stayed up late that first night, talking about everything but my desperate heart, an aching body, and muddled mind. The next morning, my alarm rang at 5:30, which didn't matter because I didn't sleep anymore. I rolled over and tiptoed to the kitchen so I wouldn't wake Liz upstairs. I took my coffee outside and stood in my backyard. It was still dark and cold, but the pink-tinged horizon hinted at the coming sun. I stood there, stared at the sky, and as I'd done each day since I'd met Abby, I thought, help, please. In that moment, I was reminded of a story about a woman who had become stranded on top of an icy mountain. She frantically prayed that God would rescue her before she froze to death. She called to the heavens, "If you exist, God, send help." A little while later, a helicopter circled above and dropped a ladder. "No," the woman said. "Go away, I'm waiting for God." Then a park ranger walked by and asked, "Need some help, sister?" "No, go away, I'm waiting for God." Yeah, hands and feet. The woman froze to death. She showed up at the gates of heaven, pissed, and demanded, "Why, God? Why did you let me die?" God said, "Honey, I sent a helicopter. I sent a park ranger. What the hell were you waiting for?" I thought, I am freezing to death while Liz freaking Gilbert, a friend I admire, trust, and love, who happens to also be a world-renowned spiritual teacher, is asleep upstairs. Maybe Liz is my park ranger. When she woke up, Liz found me at the bottom of the stairs in my pajamas, teary, desperate, humbled. I said, "I need you." She said, "Okay, honeyhead." We sat down on my couch, and I spilled it all. I told her about how Abby and I had met, how we'd spent the past weeks falling deeper in love through emails, how our letters felt like blood transfusions. Each one I read and wrote pumped fresh life through my veins. I told her how ridiculous and impossible it all was. It was thrilling and terrifying to hear the words fall out of my mouth, like I was crossing some point of no return. I was expecting her to be shocked. She was not shocked. Her eyes were sparkly, lovingly, amused, soft, smiling. She looked relieved somehow. I said, "It will never work out." She said, "Maybe not. Maybe she's just an Abby-shaped door inviting you to leave what's not true enough anymore." I said, "It will ruin Craig." She said, "There's no such thing as one-way liberation, honey." She said, "There is no such thing as one-way liberation, honey." I said, "Can you imagine the havoc this would wreak on my parents, on my friends, on my career?" She said, "Yes, everyone you love would be uncomfortable for a long while, maybe. What is better, uncomfortable truth or comfortable lies? Every truth is a kindness, even if it makes others uncomfortable. Every untruth is an unkindness, even if it makes others comfortable." Highlighting, sorry, 1 second. I said, "I barely know her." She said, "But you do know yourself." I said, "What if I leave for her and this isn't even real?" She looked at me. She did not say anything. We sat together in the quiet. She held my hand lightly, lovingly. I said, "I am real. What I feel and want to know, that's all real." "Yes," Liz said. "You are real." It is a blessing to know a free woman. Sometimes she will stop by and hold up a mirror for you. She will help you remember who you are. I'm going to leave it there and go on to the next books. God, I just want to take a second to say I thank you. You know why I didn't finish this book, and you know why I need to finish it now. And I just thank you for the ways that it touches my heart. And I don't know where Glennon is now, God, but I ask that you please bless her for being honest and truthful and trying to honor you, which she recognizes as her knowing. Amen. All right. So, the books I grabbed. Friendship Day. Friendship Day. Friendship equals caring in very special ways, for friends are always there, not just on friendship days. Everybody in the 100-acre wood was getting ready for Friendship Day. There was going to be a great celebration with lots of games, food, and fun for all. Oh, wow, the colors are so pretty. Piglet visited Pooh and helped him fill some honey pots. Pooh felt so happy he hummed a little tune. Honey in my tummy is yummy, yummy, yummy. What are you going to do with these honey pots? Asked Piglet. I'm giving them out on Friendship Day, Pooh replied, because good friends are as sweet as honey. Look how pretty the colors. Can you see how bright they are? Look at Piglet's tongue. Soon Pooh and Piglet took a walk through the wood and found Christopher Robin hard at work. What are you making, Christopher Robin? Asked Pooh. Hats to wear on Friendship Day, he replied. Pooh tried on a hat for Christopher Robin, who made one last little snip and tuck. I can't wait to wear my hat on Friendship Day, Pooh replied. Something about the colors. They're very pretty. Soon the friends said goodbye, and Pooh and Piglet went to Al's house. Al was busy picking out a story about friendship. Which one do you think I should read? Al asked, pointing to a tall stack of books. Perhaps you should read them all, said Pooh. That's a splendid idea, Al cried. Simply splendid. Next, Pooh and Piglet passed by Rue's house. Friends can be new, friends can be old, but all of them are as precious as gold, said Rue. Pooh and Piglet called, hello, through the window. Rue came running outside. Mama was just teaching me a song for Friendship Day, he explained. I know what we're all doing for Friendship Day, said Piglet, but I wonder about Rabbit. Let's go see, Pooh suggested. When the three friends got to Rabbit's house, they oohed and awed at the wonderful smell swirling through his kitchen. It's my secret recipe for friendship stew, Rabbit said. What's in it? Asked Rue. Well, if I tell you, then it won't be my secret recipe anymore, Rabbit explained. They're so cute. Look at their little tongues sticking out. What are you doing for Friendship Day? Piglet asked Rabbit, changing the subject. I'm baking my friendliest hay-corn cookies, Piglet replied. Pooh, Piglet, and Rue said goodbye to Rabbit and continued on their way. Soon they ran into Tigger. Hoo-hoo-hoo, called Tigger. I'm practicing for the Friendship Day bouncing contest. Moving on. Stupid memory. Tigger stopped just long enough to give Piglet, Pooh, and Rue each a really good bounce. Boing, boing, boing. Yippery, Tigger cried. Bouncing is what Tiggers do best. See you later, buddy boys. Next, the three friends visited Eeyore in his thistle patch. What are you doing for Friendship Day? Rue asked Eeyore. Still trying to think of something, Eeyore replied. You could lend us your tail for our relay race, said Rue. Or use your tail to pull our friendship wagon, Piglet piped in. I would, Eeyore replied, but I seem to have lost it again. We hope you think of something soon, Rue said. But if you don't, please come anyway, added Piglet. It wouldn't be Friendship Day without you, said Pooh. Look how cute Rue is hugging his head. When Friendship Day arrived, Christopher Robin hurried over to Pooh's house carrying his hats. He bumped right into Eeyore. Why do you come with me? Christopher Robin asked. I'm not going to Friendship Day, Eeyore replied. Why not? Asked Christopher Robin. Couldn't find anything friendly to do, he shrugged. I'm not joking, my stepdad was Eeyore. Oh, I love him. I love him so much. He's woe is me. Sorry. A friend doesn't have to do anything except let others know he cares, Christopher Robin explained. Why'd I say you're a prize-winning friend? I always thought my friends were sort of prize-winning, said Eeyore. Suddenly, Eeyore had a wonderful idea. First, he asked Christopher Robin for a long roll of ribbon. Then the two friends made everyone in the 100-acre wood their very own reward. Later that day, Eeyore showed up carrying a large sack on his back. When it was time, Christopher Robin announced that Eeyore had something special to share with all his friends. I love Eeyore. Eeyore shyly handed out the ribbons one at a time. I say, Eeyore, Al announced, this is one of the best Friendship Day gifts a friend could receive. Let the celebration begin, Christopher Robin cried. And so the group had a wonderful time sharing their gifts and singing their songs. But the best part of Friendship Day was that all of the friends could be together. Okay, that was the end of that one. Everyone is special. Oh, do you see the picture frame? Stripes or tails or feathers help make us who we are. Be happy being you each day, and you'll bounce very far. One lovely morning in the 100-acre wood, Tigger bounced over to Pooh's house for breakfast. When he arrived, Piglet and Pooh were sitting at the table eating. Good morning, buddy boys, Tigger called. Tigger bounced right over to Pooh's mirror. He looked back and forth from the mirror to his friends. Just as I suspicionated, Tigger said thoughtfully. No stripes. Whatever do you mean? Asked Piglet. You and Pooh don't have stripes. Tigger insisted. Except on my shirt, Piglet replied, looking down. So why should I? Tigger asked. Pooh thought for a moment. Because you're a Tigger, he said. That's no excuse, Tigger spluttered. And in that very moment, Tigger decided that he would lose his stripes. The only question was how. Why don't you talk to Kanga? Piglet suggested. She's very good at making chocolate and jelly disappear from Roo's shirts. Maybe she'll know how to make your stripes go away. So the three friends headed off to Kanga's house. When Tigger told Kanga and Roo about his stripes, Kanga said, I really like your stripes. Why do you want to lose them? Without my stripes, I'll look more like everybody else, Tigger replied. Suddenly, Roo had a great idea. He told Tigger to follow him into his room. There were little pots of paints everywhere. Roo, Piglet, and Pooh picked up paintbrushes and began to paint over Tigger's stripes. By the time they were done, there was paint everywhere, but no stripes to be seen. Tigger was a lovely orange color all over. Kanga insisted that they all take a bath and clean up. Tigger loved taking baths. He jumped right into the tub of soapy water. Soon the four friends stepped out and dried off. Why, Tigger? Roo giggled. Your stripes are back. Imposterous, cried Tigger, running to the mirror. Tigger gasped when he saw his stripes. He was so sad he didn't even feel like bouncing. Some nice dark mud might cover your stripes, Pooh said. That's it, buddy boy, Tigger cried with joy. I'll take a mud bath. Tigger bounced over to a nice muddy spot. He jumped right in and rolled around until he was covered in mud. Eeyore happened to be strolling by when he saw Tigger knee-deep in mud. Missed a spot, Eeyore sighed, dipping his tail into the mud. When they were finished, Tigger smiled. Now that should do the trick. It'll do, Eeyore said, but I thought the stripes were kind of nice. Eeyore is so cute. Sorry. But Tigger wasn't listening. He was too excited about losing his stripes. Race you to the bridge for a game of Pooh sticks, he cried. Eeyore hurried off except for Tigger. He just stood there, covered in mud and as stiff as a statue. Pooh turned around to see Tigger standing right there where they had left him. He hurried back to the mud puddle. This is ridiculous, Tigger huffed. If I can't move or bounce, I won't feel like a Tigger at all. Pooh, Piglet, and Eeyore carried Tigger to the stream and threw him in. When he was back to normal, Piglet asked him if he was ready to stop trying to lose his stripes. No siree, Piglet, old pal, Tigger said. Tiggers never give up. Pooh suggested that they visit his thoughtful spot to think. He was sure that he could come up with an idea for losing Tigger's stripes. Pooh said thoughtfully. I don't suppose you'd like to try my special honey dip. I'll try anything to lose these stripes, buddy boy, Tigger said, perking up. What is a honey dip? They all went back to Pooh's house and gathered several honey pots. Then Pooh took Tigger outside and poured honey all over him. The thick, gooey honey had covered Tigger's stripes completely. Now Tigger was a lovely golden color. But no sooner were they done when a swarm of bees flew by and chased Tigger back to the bridge. Tigger took a deep breath and jumped into the stream. He had been through a painting party, a mud bath, and a honey dip. What else was a Tigger to do? Looking up, Tigger saw Owl flying overhead. Hello, Tigger, cried Owl. I could see those big bold stripes of yours a miles away. Suddenly, Tigger felt very proud. On his way back to Pooh's house, Tigger bounced by Rabbit. Glad you stopped by, said Rabbit. I want you to see my striped tulips. I got the idea to plant them from your stripes. Tigger began to think, hadn't everyone said that they really liked his stripes? Why, his stripes had even helped Owl spot him from way up high. Now they'd given Rabbit the idea for a new flower. Imagine that. Hoo, Tigger chuckled. Stripes are splendiferous. And feeling like his old bouncy self, Tigger bounced back to Pooh's to make an announcement. I've made up my mind, buddy boys, Tigger said. I've decided to keep my stripes. Why, I just wouldn't be me without them. After all, that's what makes me special. And that's the end of that book. Everyone is special in his own way, especially Tiggers. 47 minutes, okay? It's more of thinking of your time. Also, how is it 47 minutes? It's crazy to me. Sorry. It's not warm anymore. What shall be my song? To say, to pray, to bid you adieu, to send you off with love. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm just going to do this one because I like the way that it makes me feel. So hopefully by me feeling like you shall also feel. I'm going to sing 2 songs, okay? And as I always say, if you come back and it's muted, you know why. I don't care. It's about the moment. I don't care about it being muted. That's what I meant. So just in case that's not misinterpreted. I Love My Life with You by Anna Golden. It's such a sweet song. Dun 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 dun. You're still my best friend. After all these years, you're still my first love. Through laughter and tears, and my kids will tell the stories of how you've always kept me. My life would sing a song of just how beautiful you are. I love my life with you. And you're still the one I want. Even when the promise came, you're still where I run. Even when the harvest ends, and my kids would tell the stories of how you always kept me. My life would sing a song of just how beautiful you are. I love my life with you. I love my life with you. I love my life with you. Every pitfall, an airplane stall, and moments in between. All the late nights in car rides, the seen and the unseen. I get lost and scared sometimes. I don't see the other side. But the bad is never really that bad at all. 'Cause I'll always have you. Will you stand with open arms? Or will you run right through the gates? When that day finally comes, when I see you face to face, and my kids will share the stories of how you've always kept me. My life a melody of just how good you've been to me. I love this life with you. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Last one. Is this the song I want to sing? Wait, pardon me. What's the song that just started playing? Do I remember this song, how it goes? Maybe I'll sing this song. Okay, I'm gonna sing the song. All right. This is Exists by Anna Golden. Even the flowers declare what you've done. Without a word, without breath in the lungs. I know your mercy won't come to an end. 'Cause the sun always rises again and again. Your majesty in the galaxies, all creation sings. What a symphony! Everything exists to give you glory. Deep in the blueprint of how we're designed, woven together with worship in mind. Ew, it's been just so simple all this time. Oh, your majesty in the galaxies, all creation sings. What a symphony! Everything exists to give you glory. I will sing a song, I will lift my hands, I won't hold it back, I won't miss the chance that all of me exists to give you glory. Okay, next song. Last song. Ooh, am I doing that one instead? Let me hear. Sorry. Okay, I gotta pay attention to time. Is this the one? Yep. Okay, let's go. I'm going to sing Worthy of Everything by Callie. Nope, just kidding. You loved me first, so I could get to you. Parted the curtain, broken into two. The more I taste, the more I long for you. I am overtaken. Oh, I'm so in love with you. I am only yours, completely given over. You're all that I long for, ruined for any other. You see me through, you are here and now, you are my future, so here I make my vow. I am only yours, completely given over. You're all that I long for, ruined for any other. And I am only yours, completely given over. Oh, you're all that I long for, ruined for any other. All that I am, all that I have, you are worthy. You're worthy of everything, of my living, of my dying. You are worthy. You're worthy of everything. All that I am, all that I have. You are worthy. You're worthy of everything. All my living, of my dying. You are worthy. You're worthy of everything. You're worthy of everything. You're worthy of everything. You're worthy of everything. I am only yours, completely given over. Oh, you're all that I long for, ruined for any other. I am only yours, completely given over. You're all that I long for, ruined for any other. You're worthy of everything. You're worthy of everything. You're worthy of everything. So come and have everything. You're worthy of everything. You're worthy of everything. So she says, so worthy of everything. You're worthy of everything. So come and take all of me. You're worthy of everything, worthy of everything. Come and have all of me. And that's how it ends. Alrighty. Oh gosh, this is over an hour. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I just gotta pull up these lyrics really quickly and don't need to listen to it. I know it by heart. And then I'm gonna pray and I will say goodbye. Thank you for being with me, by the way. I appreciate you. I value your time, so thank you for staying with me. Oh gosh, let me get the melody. Love Note, featuring African Boa by Upper Room. Hold on, I'm trying to get the note. Can't hear it. And I love you in the morning, in the noontime, in the evening. You're my one thing, you're my dearest. Here's my love note, can you hear it? And I love you in the morning, in the noontime, in the evening. You're my one thing, you're my dearest. Here's my love note, can you hear it? I'm above you, I'm beneath you, I'm before you, I'm behind you. I'm above you, I'm beneath you, I'm before you, I'm behind you. I'm all around you. I'm all around you. You're my one thing, you're my dearest. Here's my love note, can you hear it? Alrighty. God, thank you so much for your love. Thank you for your goodness and your mercy. I ask that you please be with every single person that's here, that comes across this, God, no matter when they watch it, Lord. I ask that you please come and meet them. Meet them in the ways that they understand and know. Meet them in the ways, God, that they recognize you and their space, God, their understanding. And Lord, help each of us to know you better, to know you more, to hear your voice in the chaos, God, the noise of this world. I ask that you please be with every single person, strengthen their minds and their bodies and their spirits. Give them any energy that they may be needing, Lord. May they just walk in abundance. Walk in abundance, no matter the distractions, no matter the hurdles, abundance waiting at the next turn. May their days be bright, God. May their atmosphere be bright. May it just be so, so beautiful. The bright glow of you, God. The bright glow of what it is that you've spoken to each of them. The bright glow of the promise they hold to. The bright glow of the future they see. Make it very evident for them, God. In the most weird ways, Lord, things that don't make any sense. May it glow bright. And thank you for today. Amen. All right. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I really, 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 really appreciate you. I appreciate you. You. Hugs from me. God, please send my warmth and thanks to each heart. Amen. All right. Love you. Bye-bye. To my promise.